Stop looking up my skirt. It's full of secrets. Hi, I'm Ariel Italic.
I'm Lady Barricade Andrews.
That was not the same sound we normally use.
Match 1, The Miz versus Jason Jordan. This is what happens when you let your dad dress you, Jason.
He looked great. He looked
Incorrect.
cute and just matchy-matchy. He could wear a toilet and it would be okay.
How do you wear a toilet?
I'd figure out a way.
The Miz always wears a good coat, always has a reveal to just a panty, which you know I appreciate.
The great thing about the Miz's dress is what it was, is that it was like mirrored so you could look at yourself in it instead of his stupid face.
The great thing about the Miz's panties is that he's using the secret because he's got an Oscar in each butt cheek.
Oh!
We should talk about the wrestling, even though it was actually not particularly interesting. I felt like it was gonna get good for a minute, and then it just didn't.
It was pretty okay.
Jason Jordan got in that double suplex he's always been doing, and it always is impressive. And
Oh, I thought that was a double underflippy.
Not everything can be an underflippy. Just because you want to underflippy him all the time.
I want to underflip everyone. I want to underflip you.
The Miz can take a hit like no other. Like, that is a bottom. He'll scream for you. Like, when it's going in, he'll yell, he'll wince. You're gonna feel huge.
But if he cries all the time, and that's not a good bottom.
Some people are into it.
That's true.
They want you to cry. They want you to act like you're 14. I don't know from personal experience. That's extra on Patreon.
You know what? Okay. What was it when Jason grabbed the Miz and the Miz did a full inversion, like a yogic inversion on him?
Right? I'm sure that's very healthy for them. Like, the blood flow really goes. It's good for you.
They were probably really relaxed after this.
As usual, The Miz only won because he brought his friends along. His ugly friends.
I'm so sick of them. The best part was when Jason Jordan threw Bo Dallas into the Miz and the other guy.
That was kind of cute.
Barricade, you knew that person's name.
I wrote it down.
I just think The Miz is one of those girls who only hangs out with uglier girls, so she's always the prettiest in the Instagram picture.
She's not the prettiest ever. She makes stupid faces. Well, so do I though. Match 2 is Finn Balor and Bray Wyatt, my dream.
Oh God, I'm moist.
Oh.
Did you see the new gray panties? Did you see everything the gray panties showed? Like, I could see every atom of his penis.
I think every basement in America flooded during this match.
You know who was wet was Bray Wyatt. I've never seen anyone so thirsty in my life.
Beard was just dripping drool.
Oh my God.
Dripping swamp water all over pretty little Finn.
I've been to a million gay bars and I've never seen anyone that hungry for a bottom in my life.
Oh my God.
Do you guys remember when Bray rubbed his nipple?
I blocked it out.
Here's my real question. When did this rivalry start?
My canon for this is you know when you see a creepy older dude who has to buy a hot young man? Bray's been saving up. That's why he lives in a swamp. All of his money goes to rent boys. And Finn is just fulfilling his destiny as that straight guy who will let you touch it for enough money.
Where do you think he keeps his money? I think if he shoves it into the mouth of an alligator, and he lets the alligator run free. It's like the Captain Hook alligator.
Is he one of the Flintstones?
I don't know.
He can have a safe in his home.
I don't know. He doesn't. You know he doesn't.
I made this joke on Twitter, but it looked like Finn was when you're picking player 1 in the fighting game and you press X instead of square. And then it picks the wrong color palette and you're like, fuck, I gotta play through the entire arcade mode till the boss.
He's like the Mega Man that I want to have sex with.
I have no idea what he just said.
No one does.
And his penis. Finn beat him with broken ribs.
He had a couple removed so he can keep that trim little waistline.
I think it can technically.
Oh, like Amanda Lepore did in Mexico.
I feel like Finn Balor and Amanda Lepore would get along great.
Oh my God,
they
love each other.
they would love each other.
Can we book them for our next show?
Nope.
They will not appear
That's
with us.
actually not happening.
Unrelated to crotch shots, I enjoyed that Finn Balor got his finisher off 2 times, once on Bray's head and the second time on Bray's stomach.
Wait, he got his what off?
Finisher. Wait, are you just learning that that's what that's called?
No, but got him off. He got his finisher off.
Okay, all right.
That's funny. That's classic poop humor.
Remember what happened to those nerds from middle school? They just turned into this with no improvement in their sense of humor.
I'm nerd adjacent.
Match 3 is Ambrose and Rollins versus Cesaro and Sheamus. That's it. That's the most interesting thing that happened in this match. It started off slow as fuck, and I was like, nothing's gonna happen. And then Cesaro made love to the pole. Speaking of bottoms, bleeding and still goes back for more. Come on.
Oh man. Yes, I want that one. Look at my teeth.
Cesaro did not only knock out his teeth, in fact that they were knocked up into his gums.
What?
I have to go. That is not a fun fact. That is a hurtful fact. You could have kept that to yourself. What?
They're going to have to do numerous surgeries in which they extract the teeth from inside the gums and then rebuild them with implants.
I'm taking away your phone because you can't tell me any more things. What?
Everyone's outfit looks awful.
Okay, yeah. MVP goes to Cesaro, who wrestled harder than the other three combined,
Yeah.
even after having his teeth kiss his brain.
Okay, we are done. Match 4, the women's match. Nia, Bailey, Emma, Alexa, and Sasha.
You got all 5!
Thank you so much.
Since she's here, we should start off with the Sasha Banks We've Watched!
A minus. A minus. A minus. You were not having it, but the color was right, the length was right, the hairline was right. It needed some body and it needed some texture, but that's why it gets an A minus.
I'm gonna say that it is a B plus to B because I think the color was too dark. I think it was far too flat. I think Sasha overall is always A plus, but that weave was not worthy of her head.
I wasn't really paying attention.
You know who had a busted ass weave was fucking Emma.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What's an Emma?
She was like in NXT for a while and then she came in the main roster and then they put her back in NXT and then they tried to re-debut her on the main roster with like a sexy girl gimmick, but then they abandoned that and now she's just kind of like an evil, bad Australian.
She has been through the ringer.
Yeah, they've tried her.
She was cute. I really liked her outfit. I liked her blue lips and I like her jeans on jeans.
She does nothing for me. You know who does everything for me is Nia Jax.
Nia Jax! Nia Jax!
Okay.
Nia Jax.
A, that lighter hair, girl.
I just love Nia Jax. It's hard for me to look at anybody else when Nia Jax is in the ring.
Yeah, the crowd went nuts for her. What?
Nia leveled her pussy up, buy it on iTunes, because she has not been doing great in matches lately, but she really picked up the pace this time.
That double, what was it called? Samoan slam?
Samoan drop.
Yeah, she picked up the people.
She picked up the people, she rose them above, and then she slammed them back down and took them to church. Does she ever get to win a fucking match?
Not lately.
Recently, she had beaten Alexa Bliss on Raw.
That makes sense because Alexa Bliss is like a quarter of her. There is no real world situation in which Alexa Bliss could ever beat Nia Jax. That is not saying anything against Alexa Bliss, who I enjoy.
I imagine that match would be just like if Alexa Bliss was made out of bubble gum, like Nia Jax just like swinging her around her finger.
Bailey looked like trash.
Bailey looked like Bailey.
She looked extra bad because she had a gray legging and top situation with red boots, and it was not a power clash, it was just garbage.
Here's the thing, her tights didn't bother me, but if you're gonna do tights like that, just go to the source and buy some Tyler Wallach swag.
I just feel like before every match, Vince picks Bailey up, gives her a swirly in the toilet because he hates her, and then's like, get out there. Like, it is rude what has been done to this poor woman who just wants to act like a toddler.
Here's the thing about Bailey, and something I realized when I was watching today. you know there's little girls out there that look up to her because she's cutesy, she has a cute look, and like, let her be a cool girl because there are definitely little girls out there looking up to her.
Yeah, otherwise those girls are just watching fucking Frozen. Ugh.
Ugh.
Bailey also blew the whole match because she lost. Bliss pinned her.
I'm
That's how the
sorry,
match
here's
ended.
the thing. Sasha should have let Bailey have that pin and it would have been over, and then Bailey would have gotten the title away from Alexa Bliss. Okay? Sasha's fault.
I don't know, there were like 1,000,000 2 counts in a row. I lost all track of what was happening.
The only reason that Bailey didn't get that pin is because Sasha came and knocked her off.
But then someone knocked someone else off. There's a lot of knocking and like, I don't know, no one's to blame because everyone's to blame. There were good people on both sides. No. Match 5, John Cena versus Roman Reigns. It's as bad as you thought it would be. Maybe worse. We are not talking about how they're dressed because
They're
you know.
dressed, yeah, you know.
You know what they look like. There was like a whole table rigmarole.
That whole bit just takes too long every time because we know what you're gonna doing, and it's just like your disbelief is not suspended anymore in that moment.
It's like when you're sleeping with someone who's really into bondage but you're not, and you spend like an hour tying them down and tightening the buckles and fixing the straps, and you're like, can we just bone? There were like 4 finishers though. Cena was just like finisher, 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 but you know who's not getting off? Roman Reigns. He does that like death grip and he's just never finishing.
Match 6, Neville and...
Well said.
Thank you.
Can we talk about that fucking Guido Juice look? What was that
To me,
strike?
it was like Miley Cyrus twerked Robin Thicke too hard, and they just became like one person.
Oh my god.
And then Billy Ray was like, I don't know about this. You're breaking my achy, breaky heart.
Was he suspended above? He was in a cage.
Yeah.
Remember that? Listen, Enzo is my ultimate embarrassment fuck. Like, I would never tell anyone, but I'd do it.
That makes me uncomfortable knowing that I try to dress like him today.
Oh no, I would be far too embarrassed with myself to see you naked. Adrian Neville is an amazing wrestler, and this match was the most underwhelming thing he has ever done, including dropping his first name.
I mean, I feel like what they're doing with Enzo is they're working him into like becoming like an announcer or somebody like we were watching with was like a manager or something like that. Like that makes sense. He's really fucking good on a microphone. Like come host the show with us, Enzo.
Oh yeah, Enzo, I will not make advances at you if you sit on this couch. I'll be perfectly professional.
This is all the space you get though.
It's all the space he needs. He's teeny tiny.
He's teeny tiny.
He's like 4 foot.
He is actually much larger than he seems to be. He's like 5'11" or something crazy.
No!
6'1".
Yeah, he's like way taller than you think he is.
That man looks like a very hairy Smurf. I do not understand.
I feel like we're not spending enough time on every single detail of Enzo's outfit, which was a great lesson in more is more. You had like the Beetlejuice blazer with the Beetlejuice arm guards, the Beetlejuice pants with the leopard print women on them. You have the Air Jordans that match the Beetlejuice print. Then he took off the blazer, undid the overalls, which had his face on the front and a gold poop emoji on the back. And also his branded merch on his chest.
Branded merch on your chest is always great.
That's drag. We should end this by discussing the fact that Enzo won.
That's cute.
He didn't win fair. He kicked Neville in the front dump. But he still won.
The front dump!
And finally, match 7.
Thank God.
Braun Strowman versus Brock Lesnar. I just want to say out the gate that John Cena spent longer leaving the ring than Brock Lesnar spent in it. That's how much he cares about you. He'd rather be backstage eating Jimmy John's that's just bread and mayonnaise.
I would too.
He took a good look at Strowman's nip, because they just popped out.
Oh my god.
She had reveals.
Her Braun Strowman's glistening titties.
I'm sure he has Peppermint backstage just highlighting the shit out of those things. Braun Strowman did this thing where he was in a hold. My understanding of rules, which is minimal, is that when you're in a hold and you touch the ropes, then we're good. But apparently Brock Lesnar gets to do whatever he wants because he's the sandwich man. So Lesnar just walks Strowman over to the turnbuckle, MVP turnbuckle, and Strowman's like, I'm gonna hold on to both of these ropes. And everyone's like, didn't see it.
You think if Brock's out of his Tupperware dish too long, he just melts? He's like the abominable, how do you say that word?
You don't.
Abominable leftover man.
When I play Mortal Kombat, when it's like finish him and then you behead someone, like then we're done. Then it's over and we can all go on to the next match with the next Outworld competitor. Not here in WWE. We can do finisher after finisher after finisher after finisher, and fucking Motaro of the sandwich shop over here still surviving. What the fuck is that?
That's fine. It just shows me that Braun has load after load after load.
I gotta go. Gotta go? No, just can't. I'm sorry. What is wrong with you?
You should know by now.
It's the Sharpie, isn't it? You ate too much Sharpie.
Do I still have something on my teeth?
All right, guys, if you're gonna be at New York Comic Con, then you're gonna wanna see us. So Saturday, October 7th, noon to 2 at the Black Phoenix Alchemy Lab booth. Black Phoenix already helps us smell good. Now they're helping us come closer to you. We will touch you if you consent to that. Otherwise, we'll just chat, or we can just smell each other. Up to you. Point is, come hang out with all three nobodies in one place.
One place. We also have a show coming up if you're in New York. It's our new monthly every third Friday at Brooklyn Bazaar in Greenpoint. It's called Nope.
Nope.
Nope. And it starts on October 20th, starting at 10 p.m. and going all fucking night.
All right, guys, as always, this show does cost money to make, and we unfortunately don't have our own, so we have to ask you for yours. We have a Patreon. There's a link below. If you'd like to go and donate to us, then we'll give you back stuff like custom reads, access to a special podcast, a live chat with us, and all of that goes toward making this show come back to your screen. We want to give a special thanks to David McKenzie, who was a particularly generous supporter, and we adore you, David! Oh, gonna kiss your face! Mwah! Again, if you consent. If you consent.
If you give as much money as he did, then I'll send you my ass on Instagram.
No, we want people to send us money. If you want to find us on social media, and I can't imagine why you would, I'm at Ariel Italic at every single one of the places. If you can spell it, you can find me. And if you can't, lucky you.
I'm at the Lady Baraka.
God.
I hate both of you so fucking much.
That's not fucking true. Bullshit.
Bull poop emoji.
Bull poop emoji.
Mostly I just really like the Air Jordans, which were also limited edition.
Do you have like a weird shoe fetish? Because you keep bringing it up and I'm starting
I
to
care
get...
about a shoe. I'm wearing Fenties right now. I paid a lot for them.
No, I'm sorry. Who paid a lot for them?
My mom bought them for me for my birthday.
Okay.
There it is.
Thank you. You know what my mom bought me? Dinner in 1992.
I was gonna say post-traumatic stress disorder.